think we're back.
We live?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We back in the building. Episode 3.
Episode 3?
I
You
mean,
skip.
they banned number 1, so I'm still gonna say 1 was 1, but
Nah, this is episode 2 for the people that don't know. But if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, this will be episode 3. But the episode that they took down is a bonus track on there. So, anyways, like you said, this is LXG, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
for real.
And today of all days is Valentine's Day and
My birthday,
it's
of
your
course.
birthday.
Yeah, that's right. Big Aquarius.
He said it like he said it. Big
Even
Aquarius.
though I got like what this is Scorpio or whatever, but yeah, big Aquarius.
Okay, so how let's talk about your birthday. How'd you spend your birthday, bro?
I mean, at the end of the day, we older now, so like it's more or less a regular day, but lots of gifts, lots of shout outs, people reaching out, spend time with the family. Just happy to see another lap around the sun, man. I could be honest there and say that. I'm glad to be here. Health is wealth. Glad to be alive, in good health, in good shape, and able to celebrate it with my kids and my family, man.
All right, well that's good. I'm glad that you had a good birthday. What year is it for you? Are you gonna
I
you
mean,
gonna let people know?
it's 2026.
Okay, exactly. It's 2026.
Yeah, that's
On the docket, a lot to get to. I mean, the recap of the last show. We've been getting some good feedback. A lot of people have been hitting us up, talking about they like the show. A lot of people's giving us critiques and stuff like that.
facts.
I think we're on a good start. I feel like we have a lot to offer. There's a lot of stuff that we're gonna do that we're just like starting out. For the most part, I like the response that we're getting. It's organic. It's very organic. Everybody is locked in.
Whatever it is that the game is missing, and we're here to bring that. Right now, we just trying to get everything situated. We really here to give y'all what y'all want, what y'all need. Things that you don't even know that you need. We here to give it to you. Pause, if that's a pause.
That was my bad. Yo, that sounded a little too much for me. Even if you don't know what you want, we gonna give it to you. Like what?
I mean, listen, because you gotta understand. If I would put it in this context, if a person, just for context, they only eat beef. They only This stuff is serious.
Yo, they only
Yo,
eat.
I'm being honest.
Yo, pause, bro.
He had fish their whole life from childhood to adolescence to adulthood, and now that they're an adult. You bring them steak. You know what I mean? They never had steak before. They didn't know what they was missing, so they didn't know that they wanted it. So that's that's the way that I'm trying to bring it. I mean, I'm not bringing niggas steak.
We were talking about Bad Bunny. You know, you and I say that we think that it would have been a good show. I did watch the performance. I didn't watch Super Bowl, but I did watch the performance. What did you think about Bad Bunny?
Actually, I like the performance, man. I like how genuine it was. I like that the wedding was a real wedding. I like
that was fire.
He had I like that the different areas that he touched within the performance was realistic, like more or less like in his country, like, you know what I mean? Stopping at the store. And I like that the grass was people. I like that. I like
it was a sugarcane grass, sugarcane or whatever they were.
No, they were grass. It was grass. All the grass. I mean, they got to see the game. They got to be at Super Bowl, and niggas was grass. Like,
Niggas was grass
yeah,
outside.
like,
It's a fact.
yeah,
Nah, that was dope. I think they did that for logistic reasons
yeah,
because they couldn't like have grass on
yeah,
the
yeah,
field
or
and get
yeah,
it off
like
in
robot.
time.
They couldn't have robotic grass, but
Robotic grass.
but
Nah, you're right.
but I just want to touch on this since you didn't see the game. I saw the game. I wanted the Seahawks to win. The Seahawks won. I
Hmm.
didn't like the game itself and how they won off of um field goals. You know what I mean? Like I really wish that it was more of to see more action. I didn't want to just see field goal after field goal after field goal. I mean, a win is a win, but I just would have liked to see them win in a
A
different
lot,
way.
a lot of people say that this was a boring Super Bowl. So did you
Yeah,
feel that
so
way?
yeah, yeah, I mean, to put it in a nutshell, yeah, that's basically what I was saying. Um, salute to them. But you know, the Bad Bunny situation, I liked it for, like I said, what he did during the performance. I
Hmm.
like that he actually got to do the performance.
Right.
I still do not taking nothing away from him. I still think that Chris Brown would
Yeah, I was
body it,
about to get into
and
that.
yeah, and I definitely still
It's like
would.
it's almost like you prophesized that because like
Yeah,
we did our last pod we did before the
yeah,
Super Bowl and you was talking about
Chris Brown,
Chris Brown and whatnot and then then the conversation was like everybody was talking about it
and even
and
he said it after. I mean, but he said it kind of shady.
yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
want to get into. So he
yeah.
said something like obviously you could see that they need me or something like
Yeah,
that. So
that yeah. I mean,
yes,
not verbatim, but
yeah.
it was definitely in that type of context.
I
And,
mean, I think he was wrong for that,
yeah,
but at the same time, he kind of like want to like big himself up, like I could do a better job.
at the end of the day, that you have you're supposed to feel like best meal packer that they've ever had, you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
the
at the
fact.
end of the day, so, I mean, I respect him for that, I respect him for his confidence, and he could back it up. I'm not gonna say he can't back it up, but
Mace was talking about it too.
yeah,
Mace was saying that
I
he
just
think that
don't feel
Chris
that
Brown
he should said it in that light. I don't think that he should have said it
timing, right?
in a yeah, in a way where is it like as if he was putting down Bad Bunny's performance to say that his performance would have been better. I mean,
Yeah,
granted it and like you said, at that time and the way he said it combined just made it come off kinda negative, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. It was him, Mace, and I think Megan Kelly said something about it. I think that Bad Buddy did his thing. He actually broke the record. He took the record from Kendrick from last year.
Yeah,
So shout outs to him. I didn't understand anything, but I got the gist of it.
yeah.
And um, I'm gonna start listening to more Bad Bunny music.
I mean, I
Honestly,
listen to Bad Bunny. I have his Essentials playlist on Apple. I mean, I know everything that he's saying, but I still could vibe out. This just is another step in a positive direction, and it be known that football may be an American sport, but they're taking it on a global scale. That,
yeah. And there's a
that's
lot of
what it is.
Easter eggs in this performance. It's
Yeah,
like you got to dissect it.
yeah,
It's just not just the performance. There's a lot of things that he was trying to convey,
yeah,
and I like that. I can just like dissect it. Yeah. All right. So moving on. Something else happened big. Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda ran into Ja Rule on was it Delta? I think it was Delta.
yeah. On the plane, yeah.
Yeah, first class.
Facts. I mean, there's two ways you could look at it. You could stood 10 toes, and he threw the pillow at Yayo, and I guess that was showing that he was tough. But you could also look at it as he made a disturbance so he could get thrown off the plane, so he wouldn't have
Yeah,
to step
it
to him.
could go both ways.
Yeah, so like at the end of the day, I mean, it is what it is. I think personally, these guys, they got. I know the beef really is with him and 50, and no matter what, has proven time and time again that he's the most loyal person I think ever in on earth. Like I don't see nobody that's as loyal
Nah,
as Yayo is to
I think
50.
Bleak is loyal to Jay.
Yeah, Bleak is loyal to Jay, but and I'm not taking nothing away from that, but I still believe Yayo
Yayo.
is more loyal to 50 than Bleak is to Jay. I
Nah,
could be wrong,
I
but
think you're wrong.
what have you got what it is that Yayo puts it on the big stage, the little stage. He does it in the dark, in the light, and lets people know like how loyal he is. As where when it comes to Bleak, you just have to look at what he's done before, and then guess what he's doing now. You know what I
Okay.
mean? That's where it kind of differs in my opinion. Like, I'm not saying he's not loyal, and I like I said, I could be
Nah, I know
wrong,
you're not.
but what I'm saying is just from the outside looking in,
You think that
um,
Yayo is
I
more
think I think yeah, I think Yayo is like I think if somebody came right now and it's 50 and Yayo and they walking out the studio to the car and somebody come out with AKs, I think Yayo's jumping in front of the bullets, fam. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think Bleak is jumping
So
in front of
if
bullets.
Yayo was there the day that 50 was getting shot at,
No,
he would have jumped. He
no,
would have
so
jumped in front of the bullet.
no, because I don't believe that the bond was as strong then as it is now.
Oh,
It's
because
different.
what 50 did
Exactly. So yeah,
for
back
Yayo.
then, Yayo probably would have, maybe he would have tackled him to the floor and tried to save him. But I think now Yayo's jumping in front the bullets. Like he sees the
Oh,
bullets is
shit.
coming.
Okay.
He's jumping. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm taking
makes.
these. Bah, 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 bah. I think that's what's happening.
Let me see one more time. One more time for the camera for everybody.
I mean,
Nah, but nah, but so what's the deal with Uncle Murda though? The Uncle Murda thing is kind of crazy to me. I mean, I understand that he's down with G Unit,
yeah,
and he basically wants to show his loyalty,
yeah.
but I don't think that he had any type of beef
Nah,
with
and
Ja
this is
before
this is
this.
like yeah, Uncle Murder. I mean, I'm not gonna
He's
say
from Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn, so
he's not
just
yeah, he's
say
not new to this, but he's the newest in the G Unit. Can I say that? Is that right? Like, yeah,
probably.
so
I don't know. Maybe
yeah,
there's
maybe. I
probably
mean,
8 artists I don't know about.
but then those are nobodies. Respectfully, we
Respectfully,
haven't heard them on
right. All
any
right.
mixtapes. So I'm just gonna say, um, I really don't have nothing negative to say. Um, Uncle Murda. I
I've
listened
got
to
nothing.
his end of the
I'm just.
year.
It's
I
just
listened to his
it's
end of the year
surprising to me.
mixtape. I think that he inherited the beef,
Yeah.
pause, but I just think that he should have just stayed neutral. But in all respect, when you're dealing with 50, you can't be neutral. You gotta pick a side. So I feel like he
And,
felt like if I did not pick a side, then 50's gonna let him go as well. You know what I mean?
and there's no way they could have sat on that plane for what it was like. I think they was coming from wherever they come. It was like a 4 hour flight, four
Yeah,
or
I
5 hour
mean,
flight.
it's
There's no
to
way
be
they.
honest, whichever way Ja Rule meant it to be, it was a very strategic play on his part. Whether or not and he was ready to go blow for blow with these guys, pause, or
But
or
that's
or
federal. That's
or
federal. I don't think that they want to.
or if he wanted to just get kicked off so that he wouldn't have to deal with them during the flight, it's still
Yeah,
either way you look at it, it was a strategic play by on his part.
I seen Tony Ayo say something about like if that plane would have touched down in JFK, Southside Jamaica's right there, the whole plane would have been surrounded and
Yeah, I
whatnot.
mean,
But
yeah, but I
is
think like how it is.
I
I
think
mean,
Ja got people too though.
yeah, but how are these guys like they older than us, man? Like, come on, like at
Yeah.
the end of the day, let I mean, get some money, keep getting this money, and and take care of your family and just keep it pushing. Like
I think they are,
all that
but I think
bang bang shoot 'em up type
it's
stuff. That's corny, man.
I think it's just like past beef that's not gonna die. That beef is never gonna die
Yeah,
between.
but like we said, or like I said, this beef is between Ja and 50. Let it be between Ja and 50. It's not like 50 can't handle Ja, and it's not like Ja can't handle 50. If they wanna square and shoot the fair, let them.
They should do it
Yeah,
for charity. They
yeah,
should do
let
something like
the
how Logan Paul or whatever the Paul brothers do.
Paul
They
brothers is wild, bro. This nigga
it's not
said
it's not Paul. The last
Paul.
name is not Paul. Logan Paul, Jake Paul is Paul brothers.
Yeah, but I never heard Paul brothers in my life. This is
You
crazy.
made me feel like I said something wrong. The
Nah,
Paul
the
brothers.
Paul brothers go crazy,
The
bro.
Paul brothers.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the new thing. The
Sound
Paul
like Paul
brothers.
Bunyan, bro, like
All right, but I feel that Tony Ayo is never gonna back down from beef with anybody that comes in this vicinity that ever test 50. And maybe you're right. Maybe he is more loyal than Bleak is to Jay. But I think Bleak is loyal to Jay like a hell of a lot.
yeah,
But we'll never know. We'll see one day when
yeah,
something
time will
really
tell.
happens.
Time will tell.
All right, moving on. I was gonna talk about their podcast, but shout out to Tony Ayo and Uncle Murda.
Facts.
They got their podcast going on called The Real Report.
Salute to
Um,
them.
Salute to
I
them.
actually didn't get a chance to watch it, but Imma take the opportunity and
Yeah,
check
I
them
heard
out.
some things, but um other thing the other something else that's going on in the news, well not the news that just happened. I want to say RIP to
Little John,
Little John's son.
condolences to him and his
Yeah,
family. Yeah, 'cause
to Little
that's
John,
crazy.
yeah.
You never want your child to pass before you do, and, Little John, cool, dope person, listen to his music growing up. He's on his health is wealth, stuff right now. He's in the gym, got
Yeah, I met
himself
Little
fit and
John
together and
a
all
long
that,
time ago.
and for that's, like, one of the hardest things for a person to go to, but especially a parent. So, yeah, I wanna say salute to him, condolences to him and the family. I hope that, he could keep his head up and, give it all to the Most High and really, not say get over this, but learn to live with this and, use it to make himself a better person so that
Do
when and if he passes away, that he's able to see his son again.
do we know what happened exactly?
Um, so I don't wanna say verbatim, I did hear the story. I actually watched the story twice, if I'm not mistaken. Not watched it, but listened to it twice. From what I know, as a matter of fact, I don't even wanna touch on it and say anything that's totally wrong, especially speaking on someone that has passed away. So on that note, just because I don't wanna say the wrong thing, either if you wanna look it up or,
Yeah, let me see if I
just to get the proper
let's
terminology.
just keep it as that. Let's just keep it as RIP, RIP, RIP,
RIP what?
RIP,
Yeah,
RIP
yeah.
to Little John's son, and you know, keep your head up, Little John for real.
And his
Um,
family.
and his family, yes, for real. I send my condolences for real. Um, all right. So you had told me that somebody said that you should be showing your kicks of the day.
Yeah, facts.
All right. So what was the kicks of the day?
You said show him.
Yeah, show and tell. You told me you got a segment and everything. You should have had the kicks ready to show me and be like, look, and I tie it like this, and I wore it with this, and they said this when they saw it. All right. I
We're gonna
put you on the
insert
spot.
it. Yeah, you put me on the spot, it's not a problem. It could be inserted, but I'll get the kicks of the day. Give me 1 second.
Okay, people. I go by the name of DJ Dreamer 524. This is the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. This podcast is on its second episode, and we are doing well, I think. So please subscribe to the Instagram, which is LXG Podcast. Please subscribe to the TikTok, which is LXG Podcast, and also follow us on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. We are going to be working on a Patreon real soon. When we get that Patreon up and running, we'll let y'all know. We're gonna have some treats. I mean, I feel like we're gonna be having some hats. We're gonna have some merch. We're gonna have some,
Vintage merch.
yeah, that. You
Good,
know what I'm
good
saying?
plug right there. That's the name of my clothing company, Vintage Merch. So,
Yeah.
picks of the day. I just want to say this disclaimer. I don't like high-end sneakers. Um, they're
Cool.
uncomfortable. 90% of them are uncomfortable. I am a Jordan guy. I love Jordans. I do wear Air Maxes.
Hmm.
I do wear the Nike Yeezys. I mean, I got um a combination of different sneakers, but I just wanted to make the statement that I very seldom wear high-end sneakers. I have a lot of them, but I have yet to find a pair that I can wear all day and they're comfortable with no complaints.
All right. Before you even show what you got,
Mhm.
give me about two or three high end sneakers or shoes or whatever you know that you feel that are stuff that you like but you may not wear.
That I like, but I may not wear
Yeah.
or that I have or that I'm so
You can remix the question however you
I
want, don't you?
so I like I like some of the Rick Owens sneakers,
Okay.
but I would not buy them because two things. I know they're uncomfortable. I've been told by a lot of my peoples that have them, and I feel that those are like one-time wearing type of sneakers. The shape of them are very awkward, even though I know I could pull them off, but they're just not my cup of tea.
Okay.
I'm not taking away from anybody that likes them, but for me, it's just a no for me. Um, Another pair of high-end sneakers that I would not wear, the Balenciaga runners. And that's
Oh,
due
I've
to the
seen those
fact
before.
that
Yeah.
those are I like neat sneakers. I like
Hmm.
sneakers that are very neat, that fit my fit, if you get what I'm saying. Like,
Hmm.
I'm the type of person I wear a pair of selvage denim jeans, nice tapered fit, and I just feel like when you have a tapered fit on and you have, like, the oversized, like, the overly sized dad looking shoes, those don't go or sit right with me.
Hmm.
I know that's what's in right now. I know that's what the new generation likes, and that's what's in style right as of now, but that just doesn't sit right with me. So,
Okay.
with that being said, sneakers that I did wear today, I wore a pair of the Bottega Veneta Orbit sneakers. Um, I have them right here, brown joints.
Oh, those look fire.
Yeah, the brown and chrome joints. I wore these today, with my fit. Had a little Louis fit on today for my birthday, so I threw on the chocolate brown to go with it. But like I said, these I have a couple pair of these, maybe I think like 3 pairs of these. Yeah, I have 3 pairs of these. I changed the insoles to get a better comfort with them. I like the style. They go good with my tapered fit, but still not my first choice. First choice being Jordans. Um
So that was your second outfit of the day though?
um yeah, I did. I had a regular outfit today when I went and did my couple of running rounds, and then when I went to go out to eat, I switched it up, put on something fly, went out to eat, and came home and then switched out. It's too hot. Had to throw in a tea. Shout out to West Side Gun. This is that Virgil tea. You know what I mean? GXFR. And that's what it is.
Okay. Okay. In other news, we got what's next on the docket? Yeah, I heard that there's a new lawsuit going out for Diddy, even though he's in jail. A new SA case he's getting hit with from a guy.
Oh yeah. I did hear
Yeah,
about
you
that
heard
as well.
about it?
Yeah, I heard about that as well. Listen, you already know my stance on this. I believe like they're making an example out of Diddy, just so that nobody else or everybody else that is within that same type of situation will think twice. Because to be honest, what he's locked up for, the charges that he did get convicted of, everybody before him all got time served and may have got probation or
Yeah,
something, but
they did.
nobody had to serve time like
Yeah,
he's serving time.
they wanted to make an example out of him for what he did
Yeah,
to Cassie.
yeah,
You know, at the end of the day, like the statute of limitations was up on that,
yeah,
and they couldn't get him, so they got him for this. It's the same thing like OJ.
yeah.
Oh, they couldn't get OJ for the murders, so they got him for him stealing back his
Allegedly,
memorabilia.
allegedly,
Allegedly,
allegedly.
allegedly,
Yeah,
they
just to be on the safe side, man.
allegedly, but
Yeah,
I know
just to
that
be
they.
I know it happened, but you got me on this
Okay,
allegedly vibe, so
okay,
allegedly. As a matter of fact,
allegedly.
we
I mean, I'm gonna have to edit that whole part out because I don't want nobody to take our idea. So let's just, you know,
you could bleep that. Bleep
okay,
it. I like the bleep.
okay, all right. Yeah. So Diddy's in the news again. Basically some guy, you know, but I think they're just trying to like really like throw cases at him so that so he could never see the light of day at all. But you know, I don't condone what he did to Cassie at all. You know, no
Absolutely not.
man
We
should
don't
stay.
condone any violence at
Yeah,
all.
yeah. I don't condone that at all, but I do think that he got a raw deal. Pause from the justice system.
I know we have something else on the docket. We don't have this on the docket. We should have it on the docket. I'm gonna speak about it real quick.
Go ahead.
Free Tory. Free
I
Tory.
s-
Kelsey's bodyguard said that he saw who shot, he saw her shoot, the gun fell and went off twice, and he said that he just cannot keep on going on living knowing that Tory is in jail for something that he didn't do. I'm gonna say allegedly, you know what I mean? Like I said, I don't want anything to get misconstrued, but allegedly, this is what happened. Um, I've been screaming free Tory from day one. Um,
so
he
for the people who have been under a rock for the last what, like 4 years, 5 years,
yeah, yeah,
4 years. This happened during the pandemic.
yeah.
Um, Tory Lanez got convicted of shooting Megan Thee
Megan Thee
Stallion
Stallion.
in the foot,
Yeah,
and he went to court and he
he didn't
lost the
want to snitch.
case.
Yeah, he didn't want to
Yeah, he
snitch.
didn't want to snitch, and basically in in in
He's in jail.
he's in
He's
jail
in
right now,
prison. Yeah, he's in
and
prison.
I think probably like earlier last year, his life got like they almost attempted to kill him in
Yeah,
there.
they stabbed him up.
Stabbed him up and
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
He's been gaining a whole bunch of like traction from different people. There was a I don't know, she was a senator or what was that woman that was trying to help him? Or that white woman that
I
was
don't
helping
know
him.
her title, but,
Yeah,
I know exactly who
somebody,
you're
a
speaking about.
political person was trying to help him.
Yeah.
His father has been very adamant
Advocating
in
for his release.
advocating for him. Um, you know, it's come to say that a lot of people saying that the boogeyman in this is Rock Nation. Rock Nation,
100% they saying that.
yeah,
Allegedly, allegedly.
allegedly is Rock Nation, but you know, I think that there's way more to the story that the public knows, like you just said. Like you've been saying free Tory. I've been saying the
Free
same
Tory, yeah,
thing.
free Tory, man. Free him to
Tory,
his back.
Tory's a very talented artist.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
I feel like the trajectory that he was on from what he did with his music and releasing it with NFTs and doing stuff like that, he's
And going
pioneered the way.
and going, independent and doing this. During the pandemic,
Yeah,
he held everybody down. He had the biggest artists on his show, like,
yeah.
basically like a podcast. Like, he really
What was it,
had it.
Pandemic Radio, something like that? What was
Yeah,
it called?
I forgot the name of it, but like, everybody was waiting to
Tuned in.
see it. Like, everybody
Yeah,
wanted to be a part of it. He had the biggest of the
yeah.
biggest artists on there, and like, like with everything else, man, once you start to take it and make it out your own way and not give them a piece of the pie, then they gotta come
I,
and wrap it up.
I think the one thing that he's at fault for is
Mhm.
that he got too messy.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I think that's the
Messy
only
in what respect?
messy with Megan and Kelsey.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was messy. I think he should have kind of like,
I think he shoulda just I mean, granted, I mean, it's females or whatever, but I think him not saying nothing in court hurt him more than it helped him, and
yes.
he shoulda just said what it was at the end of the day, like, "Listen, at the
You
end of
think
the
that
day."
if he would have said it, they would have said he was snitching?
I mean, regardless, he would have been snitching and he would have been out doing music still, and it would have been the truth, like, at the end of the day, you gotta sometimes, and I'm not saying snitch or not snitch. That's neither. I'm not giving no advice on that. But what I'm saying is this: if you know you didn't do it, like I'm not going to jail for no chick. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't care what no one say. I'm if Sharice shot Samantha in front of me, and they said Fresh shot her. No, I didn't. That's a fact. Like I'm telling you, I didn't shoot her, and
You
that's
say,
that.
"No, I
Like,
didn't." You're gonna say,
yeah.
"No, she did it." You're gonna
Yeah,
say it like that. Her.
facts. Like if it's between me and her, and I got a clean record. I'm not glorifying being.
You're gonna be like, "Is
I'm
this
not
water right here?
glorifying
Let me
being a
yeah,
felon
clear." There you go.
or none of that. I'm not glorifying going to jail and being
It
tough.
was
None
him.
of
It
that.
was her.
What I'm saying is this, bro. My record is clean and it's gonna stay clean unless I have to do something. Allegedly, unless
I
I have
don't
to do
you see, I
something.
don't think that if he would have said that, he would have been snitching though.
Yeah,
That's the
I mean,
thing.
so that's why I say but that right there that's based off of people's perception and people's opinions. So to him, it may not have been snitching, and to a vast majority, it may not have been snitching, but then to a select few, it may have been considered snitching. Personally, I feel like that's up to me to make that decision, and for me, I'm not snitching, but I'm telling. That's a fact. I'm gonna tell.
But
Yeah.
for some reason, I don't think that's snitching. We need to, you know, right now, I want y'all to write in the comments. Do you think that is snitching if Tory Lanez would have said that? What's her name?
Kelsey?
Kelsey was the one that shot Megan. Because I really do. I don't think that's snitching because he didn't do it, and from what I understand, he was trying to stop it.
Yeah, there's no DNA evidence allegedly. Not even allegedly. This was in court, so I can stop saying that. But I'm just trying to be on my p's and q's because, like, I don't want what happened before to happen again. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, there was no DNA. Like this case was so, and use that word sloppy. The case was sloppy.
The case was
Let's
sloppy.
let's get that
But we
straight.
gotta the reason why I said that, I think that he was sloppy with it. It's just, like, I mean, it was too close it was too close, bro. It was bound to backfire in his face. You know what I'm saying? And
At
I
the end
think
of the
that's
day,
exactly what happened.
he was dealing with Megan. Apparently, they said he was dealing with Kelsey also.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in this
He played them too close.
war between two friends,
Right.
and then you go down and you doing
I
time.
don't think he should have went down,
At
but
the
I
end of
think
the
that
day,
it was
like, yeah,
I
at the
think
end of the day, like, I mean, the facts is the facts. Yeah, I mean, and I'm not gonna say all females, but a lot of females are emotional, and they find out, hey, we both dealing with the same guy, and
so
the gun is there, bow, bow, bow. Like,
so what do you think is gonna happen with Megan after all of this comes out, if it really comes out that
I
it was
mean, at the
Kelsey?
end of the day,
Because
I mean,
my whole
personally,
thing
no,
before you
yeah,
said that, the whole reason why I know it's Kelsey
yeah,
and you knows Kelsey and a lot of people knows Kelsey, why the hell did she need immunity?
yeah, exactly,
Why? Why?
exactly,
If she was just like a witness there, why you need immunity?
because she know that she wanted to be safe regardless. But at the end of the day, let me say it like this: a lot of okay, how can I say this politically correct? If it comes to pass that Megan was lying and Tory went to jail for no reason and he didn't do anything, like we said, we know, you know what I mean? I still think that she's gonna be okay, and the reason being, because of her fame and because of her fans, a lot of them, you can even see now, are delusional. Delusion is a real thing, right? So, sometimes even when the truth is in front of your face, you're still blind to it. So even if they find out, they still gonna rock with her. They still gonna be a part of that Megan Thee Stallion train because they are so die hard for her as a fan. And in their eyes, she could do no wrong.
Right.
Just to touch on this, that's just like Nicki. Like no matter what Nicki's doing right now with Trump and whatever, to her fans, she could do no wrong. They're blind to what is the reality of the situation.
I
So
think I think I think you're right, but there's a percentage of that where I feel like the public will backfire on her a
yeah,
lot.
but that percentage, and like I said, you're gonna have a percentage of people that's gonna be like, "Yes, she was wrong, this, that, and the third," but it's not going to be able to match what the masses believe and what her fans believe. Like, you're gonna get that amount of people that be like, "Yeah, I told you so," and this, that, and third. But to the delusional
Okay.
people, they're gonna go and still rock
No,
with
I believe you. I
yeah.
believe you. There's
That that's
that
that's just that's just my
that's
personal opinion. I
yeah,
could
that's
be
the
wrong,
fanatics. The
but
fanatics are like that. The
yeah.
fanatics is like ride or die. Yeah.
Okay. So next on the docket, let's go to this. And we need to update it, but we're gonna fix that right now.
Yeah.
Ring camera wanted to introduce a surveillance state, where like they tried to play it off. This was a commercial having to do with the Super Bowl, where they
Mhm.
said that it was they they was they was teaming up with the flock cameras
Right.
and they tried to make it seem like, oh, if you lose your dog, they can make it where all the Ring cameras combine and look around and find where your dog
But they're
was.
already doing that though.
Yeah.
They're already
So
doing it.
the
But
the
go
thing
ahead.
the thing with that is they made that public now, so they was basically letting people know, but in their own ways, so that basically conforming them to be comfortable with it. Because if
Right.
you just was to say, "No, this is what it is," people's not
Yeah.
gonna, but once you know, tone it down and use animals and stuff,
Yeah. They said he
people are
was teaming up with a company though, right? I
peop
forgot what company it was.
no, but the Ring company was that they was doing it with was the flock cameras that's on the
Yeah,
street
yeah.
out here in New York City.
Okay.
Long story short, fast forward, I think it was what's today? Today's Saturday. I heard it either Wednesday or Thursday. They severed
Yeah.
ties
They did.
with that company because of all the backlash that they was getting and people saying that it was going to be
A surveillance state.
yeah, invading their privacy, this, that, and third. Long story short, they realized that it was going to do more harm than good. They was going to lose people. Their stocks was probably going to plummet. Things of that nature because people really are not with that. You know what I mean? And they're going to find a way to do it, but they have to do it in a way where it makes people want to do it themselves as opposed to them pushing it on people. Sort of like the way that they have us going by the iPhone, even though we know what comes with it, but we still go out and do it to ourselves. You understand
Right,
what I'm
right, right,
saying?
right, right.
If you
Yeah.
kinda understand where I'm coming from with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically what happened with that. I wanted to touch base with that, but the fact that they severed relations with the company, um, I mean, we don't even really have to rock out on that, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're trying to save face, trying to their valuation probably went lower. They probably seen stocks gonna fall and all that
Yeah,
stuff. They had to conform, but I mean, the people spoke, and they I guess they
they
saw
listen.
that. Yeah, they listened. So there's that. Um, what else we got? What else we got here?
You wanna talk about, Mike Epps and Nicki?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about that. I was gonna tell you to take reins. I think you
Yeah.
put that in there, right?
Yeah, so long story short, Mike Epps was doing one of his comedy specials. He was drunk, and I don't know if he was drunk and high, but I know that he was drunk for sure. because he did say that. And during his segment, he said to the effect that he was like Nicki Minaj is out at the White House getting the train ran on her by Trump and them. and, and and people in the audience was like, "Oh, shut the f up!" And he was telling people like, "F you be like, yeah, I mean, I don't give a f about Nicki or none of them. I say what I want to say." Fast forward to the day after, he came online and he apologized to
because he
Nicki.
was
He
drunk.
he said he was like, "Yeah, you know, I'd be high and drunk and I'd just be saying what I wanna say." But he
Yo,
said that, he's the king of apologizing, and that's the problem. People don't like apologizing. So he apologized to Nicki and her whole family and her kids if he hurt the kids and stuff.
yo,
But,
that's crazy. I mean, some of it is art, but
yeah.
some of it is just like going too far.
I
Like,
mean, at the end of the day,
comedians.
I mean, we're from the era of going too far. I think he should have stood on it. I think he should have stood 10 toes on it. I don't think he
Even
should.
if he said it when he was drunk, you think?
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
yeah, I mean, it's that's he's a comedian. Like at the end of the day, you said it when you was drunk. I mean, a a a a drunk mind speaks the truth. I don't know exactly what the saying goes, but I know that's what it is. Like when you drunk, you speak the truth. You
a
speak
drunk
how you
mind speaks a clear mind or something like
yeah,
that.
something like that. Yeah, but um I think he should have stood 10 toes on it because, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, I know he probably felt he was gonna get backlash. Like those barbs are like hardcore. Like people be afraid of the barbs just like they afraid of like Beyonce and the Beehive. Like it's a real thing. Like they start sending death threats and popping up at your location. So I mean, I get it, you know, he has to do what's more beneficial for him, but I feel as a comedian, whatever you say, you stand on it, man, at the end of the day. Like, I mean
I mean, yeah, but like sometimes you do know when you take it too far. I hear you though. I
I mean,
mean,
listen, bro, we
if he
watched
really feels
Chappelle.
that way,
Chappelle took
st-
it too far every single episode.
I
Every
mean, but
episode, he took it too far. There was
everyone.
no episode that he didn't take it. Every episode we watched, he was like,
No, but
"Oh my
it's
god, he
different.
went further than last time." Like,
It's different when you take it too far and then you feel bad. He probably felt bad. He probably felt bad.
you think Chappelle didn't watch an episode
It
like
felt bad? No, I don't
no,
think Dave
you
Chappelle
don't think he
felt
felt
bad
bad?
not one time. Not one time, yo. That guy is a different guy, yo.
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle is mad funny.
yeah,
He
facts.
is
The
mad
GOAT, he's the
funny.
GOAT. I mean,
He is the GOAT of this
outside
era
of,
for real.
Richard Pryor and,
And Eddie
Eddie
Murphy,
Murphy. I mean, we
yeah.
telling our age, but yeah, he's definitely the GOAT. I wanna go to a Dave Chappelle show. I've been to Mike Epps.
I've
I
been to one. I've
yeah,
been to
I'm
one.
actually yeah, for 2026 and moving forward, those are things that I wanna do more. I wanna go, like, to more comedy shows, more events like
Yeah.
that. Fact.
I've been to a Dave Chappelle
Show.
show when he was at Radio City Music Hall.
Nice.
That's like right when he was coming back. I think it was the second show at Radio City Music Hall,
Okay,
and Nas was there, and
okay.
it was pretty dope. It was really funny, bro.
Sounds
He's a funny
expensive.
guy.
Sounds very expensive.
It's alright. It's alright.
It
And
was
then
yeah.
I also saw probably like 3 years ago, I saw Chris Rock.
Okay.
I saw
I
Chris
think
Rock.
Chris Rock kind of fizzled out. I'm not maybe I'm wrong. I mean,
It was
you
right after
saw
the slap I saw him. It was
okay.
like the next show he did after the slap.
How was it?
It
What do
was
you think?
funny. It was
It was
funny.
funny?
It
Okay,
was funny.
okay,
It was funny.
okay.
It was the same one that he released on Netflix, like the same stuff, but he was working it out. It
Yeah,
was pretty
I wanna see Jamie Foxx at also.
You think Jamie Foxx is funny?
Yeah, the one his Netflix that he did when he just came back
Came
after
back from the
yeah, that was
yeah,
a good one.
yeah.
I enjoyed that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yesterday I watched the
At
Cat Williams.
Williams? Yeah,
Yeah, you saw that one?
yeah, I saw that. I saw
Yeah, that was funny too. Like it got more funny at the end to me,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like near the middle of it. Yeah.
It took time to warm
Yeah,
up.
to
Facts.
warm up. Well, Cat
Mm.
Williams is another dude
Funny
that's
dude, funny dude. Shout out to
what
Cat.
you think about Kevin Hart?
I definitely wanna see a Kevin Hart show. I like,
Yeah.
actually, he's one of my favorite comedians. I know a lot of people don't rate him, but I personally do. I like his stand-ups. Um
Yo, for the people that don't know, back in the day, Kevin Hart, I gotta tell the story. Kevin Hart used to go live on a platform called Ustream, and he used to go live all the time and have his boys in the room, and they used to crack jokes on people in the comment section in the chat. Right. So at the same time, we in there, we want to get their attention. We want to get their attention. I can't get his attention. This guy right here, Prince Hakeem, right here, got Kevin Hart's attention. I remember this like yesterday. His friend was sitting there with a rooster. There was a rooster on his shirt. Like how you got that, like how you got that scorpion on your hat. He had a big rooster on his shirt, a t-shirt. And we said, and this guy says, yo, this guy, yo, he said, this guy got a big on his I'm gonna have to bleep that, yo. But anyways, yo, he said that, and I think you kept copying and pasting it.
Yeah.
And Kevin Hart saw it.
Yeah, Kevin came back and
Kevin Hart saw it, and he was like, wait a minute, what? He's like, what'd he say? He's like, what'd he say? And he looked at, he said, yo, what you do?
What you doing with this shirt?
He said, you do have a big one on your chest. That was so funny, bro. It was like, yo, and then and then he got mad. The dude got mad.
Yeah, the guy with the shirt got pissed off. I forget one of his close boys too. The ones that still with him to this day on the specials and all that.
He fell out with one of them though. One of them, I know that they fell out.
I don't think it's Don Cole. I think it's the light skin.
No, not Dan Cole.
The light skin one. It was the light skin.
Yeah, Dan Cole was in
the room, but it was the light skinned guy that always with him. I think he bought him or something.
Yeah. They put his boys a car.
Yeah.
But I think the one that he fell out one is the one that kind of leaked the tape to TMZ that he was cheating in the club years ago.
Yeah.
That's the one he fell out with. But anyways, yo, that goes down in history. Yo, we got mad stories that we got to tell though, bro.
Yeah,
like, yo,
that's just one of plenty.
There's Hove stories.
Definitely.
There's
that Jay-Z story. Plenty of Summer Jam stories.
Yeah.
We can say that we got to see Michael Jackson, like, literally like this close. Michael Jackson, like we've seen him on stage, first row, front row, able but able to, like, if we was like those diehard fans, we could have grabbed him type shit. Like facts.
Man.
Yeah, history.
We get, but
let's talk about next. Let's talk about and I said this too, man. This right here is gonna be real controversial, but Cardi and Stephane, man. Cardi and Stephane.
I know about that, but what? So what happened? It was at the Super Bowl, right? He showed up with another girl or something.
Something like to that effect. But long story short, Cardi had said that they had broke up prior to the game. Before that,
she still showed up.
So that probably wasn't the ending result. But this had happened prior to the game. Maybe she showed up to support Bad Bunny, because she was a part of the
halftime show.
But this just goes to show you, and I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it in the most politically correct way that I can say it. The grass is not always green on the other side. That's
why you say that. What in what sense?
In the sense of
pertaining to this.
Pertaining to, she was in a bad situation with Offset.
Right.
Where he had multiple women allegedly, and this is why they're not together. XYZ.
Right.
She had kids with him. She immediately, she immediately goes to Stephane, has a kid with him, immediately, still while she's married and all.
Right.
And then it's like a rotation because it's the same situation. same situation. Is like they
So
not together now because allegedly him having other women. So you left one bad situation for another bad situation. And I'm not no judge, jury, and
bailiff,
everything of
whatever they
that.
call it.
But what I'm saying is like that's kind of crazy. This is just my personal opinion. That's kind of crazy that you left your husband, you couldn't work it out with him, you have 3 kids together, and then you
So
go to someone right away and then have another baby with somebody else that is basically on the same wavelength as your ex-husband? That's crazy, bro.
it is crazy.
My personal opinion. I mean, unpopular opinion, love it or hate it. I mean, like I said, this goes back to when I said, uh they be having fans that's delusional because you have girls, and I'm gonna say it because the majority of them are girls. You have girls that's cheerleading her on and looking up to her and thinking that
No, but
this is
I think people when she did get with Stephane, people were saying that. What do you think he's gonna take you serious?
yeah, but
That was
still,
out there.
yeah, I get it, but still in all, that's like a drop in a bucket to a gallon. Like that's the people that were against or even questioning it is so minute to the cheerleaders that was like, "That's her. She got money. Let her live her life. She's rich. She can afford it." Da 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 da. Like that's all. That's you was here. That was definitely overshadowing the
The
oh
whole thing.
yeah. That was overshadowing the realistic portion of it where it was like, "Yo, you sure she should be doing this? Like this is basically the same
You know what I
situation."
think it is though. Girls, they like to do things like try to get over the person fast, not get over them. Not let me reword that. Get with somebody fast to hurt the other person, like, but hurting themselves in the long run.
Yeah. So
You know
like
what I'm saying?
revenge,
Because
but you hurt yourself.
yeah,
You
you
got
hurt yourself in the long run
yeah.
by just not taking your time and moving on, and then finding somebody that's more stable. You jumping from one branch to another.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. You got to think about your next
Yeah,
step.
how
Make your
about I
next
mean,
step your best
at
step.
the end of the day, you don't even like, coming out of a toxic relationship like that, you don't necessarily wanna get into another relationship immediately. You wanna take time to yourself to get yourself right before you go to someplace else. Like, and not saying that that was what the situation was. Like, it could have been she left him and, she went to somebody else, right place, right time, comforting. She needed that comfort or whatever. But, at the end of the day, you're not a teenager no more. You're a superstar. You have money, you have, I mean, your family to help you with your kids or a nanny, whichever one you're doing. I mean, at the day, take some time to yourself. Learn, to love yourself and get yourself on the right track before
No,
you
that's a
go trying
fact.
to love somebody else. You know what
That's
I
a
mean?
fact. That's a
Unpopular
fact.
opinion though.
Yeah, I mean, look, Cardi's gonna be Cardi. She's been a wild card to me. She's gonna do whatever she want. Um, the show seems like we're about to be ending soon. We had way more stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Um, First and foremost, so like I said before, I want to shout out to everybody that got it locked in with us. People who are subscribed, people
That's
who are
right.
following us on social media.
That's right.
Like I said, our social media really is everything. It's the same on everything. It
That's
is
right.
LXG podcast
Podcasts,
on
mm,
Instagram, TikTok,
TikTok. Yeah.
and on YouTube. Um, Please follow us on Apple Podcast if you want to get the audio version. If you're driving around in your car, you want to
On a
listen in
on a train going to
on the
work.
train. Yep.
Yeah.
Like I said, we are working on some other stuff behind the scenes.
That's right.
Um,
A lot more is
um,
coming for sure.
yeah, man. This is episode 2, even though you said 3 earlier. You
Yeah, I
confusing the
mean,
people.
listen, not confusing people, but at the end of the day, um, this is 2 for you, 3 for us.
Oh, this guy, yo, y'all forgot that he's a rapper. I was a once upon a time rapper, but you a rapper. One day you're gonna have to spit some bars for us, brother.
yeah, of course, of course. You know that's here all the time. But
But yeah, the other things that we wanted to talk to really fast was Cuba. It doesn't have power the because the oil is not being
yeah,
sent there. Then we wanted to also talk about something about ICE and the
yeah,
voting
they want to
stations.
deploy ICE at the voting stages to suppress voters and deter voters from coming out so they don't vote. Um,
Yep.
the Wayfair conspiracy, I know a lot of people may know about that. A lot
Yeah.
of people may not, but we'll touch base on that.
Yeah.
Um, and the Department of Homeland Security,
Yeah.
yeah, they was responding to Cardi B and man,
Cardi B had said some on
yeah,
her tour. Sorry, I'm cursing. I can't say I could say you're really good. You're really good. You didn't curse,
yeah, I'm
but I'm a
trying
curse.
not to, man. Allegedly, I didn't curse.
Allegedly, she didn't
Allegedly.
curse. But yeah, Cardi B said some stuff at her tour, and yo, Homeland Security is clapping back like they're from the hood or something. But that's another story. But for the to end this well, man, I want to say happy birthday.
Appreciate you
Um,
for that.
I'm glad that you know we're getting to that stage, bro.
Prime time, prime
Yeah,
time.
it's prime time stage, man, and you know another trip around the sun.
That's right.
My birthday coming up next. Um, God is good.
All the
You
time.
got a blessed family.
That's
I got a
right.
blessed family. We are family, and I want to say shout out to life, man.
Shout to life. I like that. We should end it on that note, positive note. Shout to
Yeah.
life.
Are we gonna do the peace sign again?
I like the peace sign, man. Shows
Okay.
our age.
All right. Peace, brother.
Deuces.
This guy is crazy, bro.